Welcome back. If you're looking for a way to celebrate Veterans Day, this Saturday, the Guild Theater will be showing a free screening of the film A Soldier's Passage. The film was created locally by filmmaker Paul Ingalls from Cedar Creek Studios. Speaking of Paul, we're joined by him this morning to tell us a little bit more about that film. Good morning, Paul.
Hey, good morning, Stephanie.
Welcome. Thank you so much for being here this morning. What is A Soldier's Passage about?
Well, it's based on the passing of my dad, who was a World War II veteran, fought at the Battle of the Bulge in Patton's Third Army. And as he was approaching his 90s, his health started to slide a little bit. We started spending more time with him, and it was such a rich, profound experience to just get into his space and to help him make a more comfortable exit that I really wanted to share it with people. And so basically that's the story. Sounds, a little somber, but there's a lot of celebration in it too, and there are a lot of tips for people who, might have to care for a senior elder or anybody that's got a veteran in the family, because he carried his veteran's experience with him through his whole life.
Sure. Who would be most interested in watching this film and why?
Well, I think that if you are going to or will have to care for a senior elder in your family, there are just a lot of tips about how to help them emotionally and physically get through those phases. And of course the veterans' experience is there, but also I think coming out to the Guild to see a film these days is a great thing to support local filmmaking. This was all done with 40 actors here in Albuquerque, 40 extras from La Vida Llena retirement home where we shot the film, to support all those people, and also to support the Guild Theater, which is just a treasure to have there in Nob Hill. So lots of good reasons, I think, and I think a lot of people don't know what to do on Veterans Day. There are celebrations in town, but it's nice to have a free offering to come see and get into a family film. Some people say there aren't enough good family films out there. Lots of good reasons, I think.
Yeah, Paul, so tell me a little bit about the tips that you've mentioned. You've said that there's a couple of tips throughout the movie about how to care for a senior. What are a couple of those?
Well, obviously there are the physical elements, but I think more importantly the emotional elements. I think my dad was going through a very active life review and was starting to have some regrets and feelings like that he had to apologize for things. And you need to open the door to that, and you need to stay open to it and encourage them, and not just say, oh, don't think about that, Dad, it's not important. Hear them out, say, as things are getting harder and harder for him in this case, say, yeah, that is lousy, but then offer them another way to frame it and to think about it. So to be there, to listen mostly, and to just be open to the opportunities for reflection of joy, or to realign their thinking a little bit to appreciation for their own life and what they went through.
Paul, where can we go for more information if our viewers want to check out the movie?
Well, go to Guild Cinema. They've got a poster on their front page coming soon, and they'll have more of the details and a little biography of how this film came to be, more about it. You can see the trailer there that we're seeing some images from today. And so that's the main thing. Come on out and join us.
And then you're also
12:30 on Saturday at the Guild.
And it's also kind of a fundraiser. It's a free movie, but it is a fundraiser.
Well, the other thing that I work on that we talked about here on is Peace Talks Radio. And so since Veterans Day started as Armistice Day, which was the end of hostilities in World War I, it was a peace holiday all the way up to 1954. Peace and Veterans Day have always kind of come together. And so we're going to pass the hat to raise funds for Peace Talks Radio, which is the radio series that I do on peacemaking and nonviolent conflict resolution.
Awesome. Thanks, Paul, again so much for being here this morning.